Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Ascendant. Welcome to Rainy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. If something doesn't resonate with you, it's not meant for you at that moment. Give it back to the universe. For those returning, thank you for all your support. I truly do appreciate it. It does truly help the channel grow. Okay, so Aquarius, I pre-shuffled and blessed the cards, so I'll just do a quick prayer and then we'll get right into your tarot. God, Goddesses, universe, help me to be of service to Aquarius. Help me share with them thoughts and ideas that will make them happy, healed, and the best versions of themselves. And so it is. Okay, Aquarius, I drew a card from Energy Oracle for overall energy, and you received the second chakra Archangel Ariel, and that is the number 36. Okay, I'll throw that up there. Hopefully you can see that all right. There we go. A bit better. There we go. Okay, so this card's all about intimacy and creativity. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and great comfort with an intimacy. When you see this card upright, it's urging you to get creative, Aquarius. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. Also, Aquarius, this is a time when energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive that affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you there, Aquarius. Okay, so for a clarifier, for an affirmation, my second chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of intimacy coming my way, and so it is. Okay, um, I also drew one from Divine Messages for you. Okay, and you received, it's the number 34. Okay, oh, I should put that over there. So this card's about reflections, Aquarius. There's great beauty in all of our life experiences. Although you feel sad and down at times, Spirit is reminding you that this is what can facilitate your greatest growth and evolution, both as a soul and as a human being. You are truly being watched over at this time, Aquarius. So don't fear the darkness within. Remember, without the darkness, there can be no light. There This is the time for quiet reflection and inner exploration. Through it, you will discover your light and know what needs to be changed so that you may live a more authentic life. It's about being balanced, and I think that when we reflect, it's about taking a little bit of a personal moral inventory, right, and getting rid of all the garbage, and so you kind of got a clean slate, and you're you know cleansing yourself out, I guess you'd say. Okay, so that was the number 34 and the number 36 card. I'll put that there. And I also drew one from your Archangel Guardian Angels. Okay, and you received the Angel of Music, and that's the number 21 card. Okay, so Aquarius, you've received this card as a reminder that you need to put the music back in your life. Music comes to us in many ways, shapes, and forms. Music can be the soundtrack to our lives. Have you ever listened to a song and been taken back to that happy memory, or have you ever listened to a song that really spoke to you? Your angel of music has noticed that now is the time to reconnect to music so that you can enjoy this relationship once again. Music invokes higher vibrations with our soul and our environment. So your angel will give you messages via lyrics and sound vibrations that are contained within music. And it's extremely important, Aquarius, at this time to pay attention to what songs keep appearing in your life. Pay attention to the lyrics as they contain messages of guidance from above. Are you currently feeling depressed, lost, or confused? Surround yourself with music that is uplifting and inspirational. Music can and will make such a difference to how you perceive the world you're in. and it will lift your mood there, Aquarius. So your angel may be here to help to inspire you to write or create music of your own. He has a wealth of knowledge in the spiritual and musical realm, so make sure you call him when in need of inspiration. He may give musical notes, or he may inspire you to write a poem that you turn into a song. Many great composers, musicians, and songwriters have been assisted by the angel of music to create masterpieces. It is now time to utilize his assistance to begin creating your own musical masterpiece to inspire you during your during this your life there, Aquarius. So for an affirmation, I find peace and solitude through listening to music. Music speaks to my soul and inspires me to fulfill my life's purpose. And so it is. Okay, there's that. Okay, so for your tarot there, let me just grab a drink. So for the tarot there, Aquarius, I'm using the angel wisdom for the tarot, and for clarifiers, I'm using the your animal spirit guides. And then I also did a three-card spread on with the native spirit oracle. And the first one would be what needs to be healed, uh, how to heal the blockage, and then your future outcome with the clarifier on the three from the Lightworkers Oracle. Okay, so let's get into your tarot. So your first possession is your current situation. Okay, and like I said, I'm using the Angel Wisdom Tarot for that. And for your first position, you received the Nine of Air, and it says unfound fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies. Allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation, sleepless nights, and refocus your thoughts. And welcome to Mercury retrograde. Okay, so whereas this card is a loving message from the angels that you're being your own worst enemy at this time. Your negative thoughts are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. By focusing on the negative, you'll bring exactly that into your reality. This card comes to you when worry has grown to an unnecessary level. Your fear isn't in proportion with your circumstances. So this card is also indicates insomnia, distressing dreams, or illnesses caused by stress. So concentrate on the outcome you desire rather than the one you are afraid of, Aquarius. Um, for a little bit of wisdom there, Archangel Michael brings his sword of light to help you release you from the negative chatter of your ego. So embrace your power in this situation, Aquarius. Okay, so like I said, for clarifiers, we're using your animal spirit guides. Okay, and on the Nine of Air, you received the Falcon. Okay, and it says act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivation, evocation, yeah. Okay, so Providence is on your side there, Aquarius, and the opportunity that has been presented to you is incongruent with your soul's purpose. Even if you don't feel fully prepared or have doubts in your ability to manage these complexities that are inherent in tackling this venture, dive in anyways. You'll be pleasantly surprised, Aquarius, by the support that will come to you in unexpected ways. All it takes is willingness on your part to continue on a steady course wholeheartedly, while at the same time being open to changes in the direction that the winds are blowing. So it's important to stay focused on the goal that's ahead of you, Aquarius, while also remaining mindful of the purpose of your mission. So commit to your mission 100% and fulfill the commitment to the best of your ability. This isn't a time for analysis or introspection or retreat, but a time for action, Aquarius, okay? As you respond to the opportunity that's before you, be willing to adjust your course of action as the need dictates, while at the same time moving steadily towards your goal. You can deal with whatever concerns come up with. You can deal with whatever concerns come up without distracting them, without being distracted by them, or without straying from your path that you're on, Aquarius. Okay. So, for your second position is your desires. First, a little bit of a brain fart there, and let's put this aside here. So for your desires, You received the Eight of Water. Okay, and it says the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you're experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, and a change in priorities. Excuse me. Change in priorities or leaving home. Excuse me. Okay, so hopefully you can see that right there. Actually, here, I'll put it down here. So the Eight of Water. It's time to move on there, Aquarius. The things that once interested you or held your enthusiasm now seem flat and unfilling. You have a desire for something more. Your spirituality has grown to the point that mere material things are of virtually no interest. You seek enlightenment, happiness, and the knowledge that you're on a divine path. So situations that no longer serve you or worse make you feel trapped should you be abandoned. Of course, this doesn't have to be completed by tomorrow. You can take small steps if you need to, but it is important that you embrace this new adventure in your life and begin to take action, Aquarius. There's nothing to fear. You're ready. Time to get going, okay? So, for wisdom, this is a poignant and powerful moment as you choose to seek a deeper meaning in life. Archangel Jeremiah helps bring renewal into your life by guiding you in your assessment of your personal truth, okay? And the angels are always there to help and guide you. And if you don't, you can't get anything. You won't receive unless you ask for help, right? So try to be a little bit humble and give a little bit of thanks every day. And if you need some help, you just ask for it, and your angels will be there. Okay, so Chris, for a clarifier on the Eight Water, you received the Blue Heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Okay? So trust your deepest sense of knowing what the right action is and to do it, and don't rely on others to tell you what to do or how to act there, Aquarius. Not everyone will approve of the decisions you make or your choices go against the grain of what people expect from you. You'll no doubt run into strong criticism and judgment from others. So stand still and you know what I mean. Look around you and just breathe. You're doing just fine in spite of others' assessments of you. Besides, your greatest and most fulfilling support will come from that place inside you that guides you by revealing signs that tell you what path to follow. Heeding these signs will help your soul be in alignment with your spirit's intent for you. So, Aquarius, you may have to get both feet in the water and wade through the dregs of other people's disapproval, asserting yourself where needed. Practical optimism and clarity of purpose will always dissipate any tendencies towards cynicism and self pity. So trust in your inner knowing and let that be the source of your strength to help you keep moving forward there, Aquarius. Okay, so for your third position, there is your helpful messages. Okay, and you received the transformation card. Okay, and this is a significant life experience that requires changes to be made, powerful and often unexpected revelations, breaking free of procrastination, and releasing old belief systems. Okay, throw that bad boy there. So, Archangel Samuel, the Eye of God, can help you see what changes you need to make in your life. He also offers a hint that the time for change is now there, Aquarius. People tend to instinctively know when it's time for big changes in their lives. They may act on those instincts or they might try to ignore them out of fear or uncertainty. One thing is for sure, the necessary changes will happen. Either they can come about through your will and action, or you can wait for the universe to make them for you. There's usually less drama if you just take the reins and do it by choice, right? Because the choice, your decision's always yours, but if you decide not to go on that, the divine usually pushes you in that path. Big events in your life are imminent. Rest assured that those changes will lead you toward a greater happiness, Aquarius. However, the initial disruption might be a little bit of a roller coaster ride at first, but have faith, believe in the process, and know that you are loved and that confronting any challenges will be completely worth it, right? We're all here for lessons. So, it's about going through a spiritual awakening, releasing belief systems that no longer work for you, liberation, right? Okay. So for a clarifier there, Aquarius, you received the honeybee. And that's like compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. Okay. So to reap all the sweetness that life has to offer, focus on compassion and forgiveness. Compassion means that you have a heartfelt empathy for the suffering and misfortune of others, yet remaining somewhat detached so you don't take on their sorrow and distress as your own. So Aquarius, forgiveness requires that you first acknowledge and accept responsibility for your judgments rather than pretending that they don't exist or professing to always sustain a non-judgmental attitude. The next step is to release those judgments. So to do so, Aquarius, think of someone past or present from whom you've had judgments or criticism. Trust that that first person that comes to your mind is the appropriate one to start with. Consider two or three specific criticisms that you have about this individual, preferably captured with like one word such as selfish or cold. Then find a quiet place, go inside yourself, and look for the part of you that's exactly what you're judging in the other person. Okay, I know, Aquarius, it may be a very prominent part of yourself, or it might be rather a small aspect. You may identify it by recalling times when you behaved in ways that resemble what you're criticizing. So once you discover that part of you, simply say to it, I love you and I forgive you. If necessary, Aquarius, repeat this two or three times and notice any emotions that come up. In the coming days, be aware of any feelings that arise that may be associated with this experience, and then practice this at least once a day for the next few days, Aquarius, and watch what happens, okay? So, for your fourth position, you have is your challenges, and you received the Knight of Air, the King of Air, sorry. And it says intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remaining objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. Okay, so um, you're one smart cookie there, Aquarius. Okay, the Queen of Air, however, is arguably a tiny bit smarter. Don't look so insulted. It's just that her intelligence comes with the experience of emotion behind it, and yours, well, not so much. It's not to say that you don't have a heart, but let's face it, you got it all walled off pretty good. So, as an advisor, executive, or public speaker, or college professor, no one is your equal. However, as a spouse or father, you're pretty much emotionally unavailable. Something that would be romantic prospects would be well to keep in mind in case emotion is on their must-have list for a partner. Still, you have plenty of positive attributes there, Aquarius. Um, Sorry about that. You're brilliant, you're fair-minded, principled, respected, and running over with fresh ideas. You teach people to speak their truth in a way they can understand. When it comes to competition, you prefer to defeat your opponents with words over, ironically, swords. In your own way, there, Aquarius, you love your spouse and children. You just have an oddly unemotional way of showing it. Your primary focus with children is their intellectual development, presumably leaving all that icky emotional stuff for your spouse to handle. You are a fair, level-headed boss. You probably have a lot of employees, none of whom know your spouse's name. So you try to show a little bit of emotion there at times there, Aquarius. People aren't calculations, and yes, you're smart, but that doesn't mean that you're better than everyone else, okay? Additional meanings to this card can also mean public speaking, brilliant idea, unemotional relationships, situations where feelings can't be considered justice, meditation, okay? Um, so for a clarifier on that card there, Aquarius, you receive the tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. Okay. So an effective and compassionate leader requires that you know the art of balancing yin and yang. discerning when to advance and when to yield, and pay attention to the sublets and the flow of the group process while simultaneously staying attuned to your own intuitive voice. Whenever your role as a leader applies to your family, friends, employees, or a nation, you must listen to those around you and respond to their needs and strength and compassion. So, Aquarius, and when you deem it necessary, you need to follow your own sensibilities, even though others may disagree with you. To the best of your ability, make your decisions based on what you determine to be for the greatest good, rather than catering to self-serving needs. Fear and doubt may arise at times, but don't let them deter you from your purpose. The best leaders aren't perfect, but they're willing to take calculated risks based on their own convictions and passionate desire to do the right thing. So on occasion, Aquarius, you may stumble or even fall, but don't let that impede the acceptance of the leadership you're being called to provide. Others are looking to you for guidance. Don't let it get to your head, but don't let it go to your heart. But do let it go to your heart. Sorry. Okay. So for the fifth position there, Aquarius, we have is your um, the outcome of your situation. Okay. And you received the Six of Earth. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely or paying off debt, sharing your wealth with others less fortunate. Okay, so the good you do comes back to you there, Aquarius. The universe notices your grateful, kind, compassionate heart and rewards you with more abundance. This is the law of attraction at work in its most positive form. Doesn't matter if you give money or donate your time or other items to those in need, your generosity will be returned. This card can indicate you as either the giver or the receiver of unexpected windfalls. So Aquarius, it can also reflect promotions, bonuses, or other financial blessings. Um, so additional meanings could be profit sharing arrangements, receiving a needed loan or paying off a debt, maintaining a balance between giving and receiving, providing what's truly needed. So renewal is a card where the karma of your current and past actions come into play there, Aquarius. Archangel Jeremiah helps you see that your kindness to others will be or already hasn't been returned. And so it is. Okay, so that's it for your. Oh no, we had one clarifier on that. Sorry about that. I forgot. I didn't even see that here. Okay, so for clarifier on that, there, Aquarius, you got the Hawaiian owl, and it's the Piao. Pio, or your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. Okay, Aquarius, you can receive guidance from your ancestors in the spirit world, no matter what their age, when they died, or how many generations ago they walked the earth. They're offering you help in many ways right now, so pay close attention to the signs they give you. This guidance can come to you in many forms, whether it's through your eyes, your ears, feelings, or thoughts. Sometimes your ancestral spirit guides appear in dreams, particularly vivid ones. So, whereas you might see someone who looks like one of your ancestors, or unexpectedly come across a photo or memorabilia that reminds you of this person. Often, a particular animal making an appearance before you in a way in which your ancestral guide is trying to reach you. Aquarius, you might hear something that makes you think of specific ancestors, simply feel their presence. And thoughts about certain ancestors, especially unexpected and reoccurring thoughts, suggest that they're nearby there, Aquarius. So repetition is the key here, Aquarius. In whatever ways your ancestors attempt to contact you, when signs continue to show up that make you think of your deceased loved ones, know that these physical manifestations demonstrate that they're with you. Okay. You may have known for some of these answers in the physical world prior to their deaths, or they may be ancestors from long ago, several generations before your birth, surpassing the boundaries of the conscious memory. So, regardless, Aquarius, of who they are, always give thanks to your ancestral spirit guides and even appeal to those benevolent helpers whenever guidance is needed. Okay? Yeah, your spirit guides are always around you, and they're there to guide you through life and to help you, right? And just want you to know that they love you and they support you, right? Okay, so like I said, I did another a three card healing spread as well. And your first position, I'm using the Native Spirit Oracle cards on this one. Okay, and your first position is what needs to be healed there, Aquarius. Okay, and you receive Grandmother Earth. Okay, so stop and take a measure of your life there, Aquarius. Assess who you are and where you are. Get grounded, make plans for the future, but don't act on those plans until you are ready to feel secure in stepping forward. There is a profound source of strength and power within you and is expanding right now. So put your roots down. This is the time of preparation and going deeper. Grandmother Earth provides the trees, plants, flowers, rivers, streams, oceans, mountains, valleys, and supports us all with her bounty. She's stable and strong in her devotion to us, there, Aquarius. You are supported and loved, even if you're not always sure of it. Strength is growing within you, so don't rush and slow down there, Aquarius. The seeds you plant now will bring abundance in the future, but only if you take the time to nurture those new beginnings. So take time to plan your future carefully. Don't rush into anything. Security and protection surround you, and you are safe. If you're thinking of making secure financial investments, and when you receive this card, it's telling you that this is a good time to do so. If not, a time to take risk. So to deepen your connection to Grandmother Earth and bring security in all forms of your life, maybe try this here. Walk barefooted on the earth, place your hands in the earth, or make investments. Imagine the strengthening ground energy of the earth filling your life there, Aquarius. Okay, and it's just being grounded with earth, right? Okay. So for your second position is how to heal the blockage. Okay, and you received Dream Traveler. Okay, so this card is, well, pretty self-explanatory, Dream Traveler. Um, so you're a channel for spirits, so trust your intuition, your hunches, and your gut reactions there, Aquarius. This is a visionary card with a message that you're on the right path, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Your higher self and spirit guides, ancestors, and guardians are watching over you and supporting you. You are blessed and you are a blessing. You are a dreamer in the most wondrous definition of the word. So in Earth-based tribal traditions, people look to those unique individuals who had the ability to journey during their nocturnal dreams to bring back wisdom and guidance from the tribe. These dreams were able to step through the sacred portals of the night to commune with those on the other side. So whereas you can carry the energy of the visionary, healer, and seer, watch your dreams. Messages from the Creator are flowing through you at this moment there, Aquarius. Okay. So for your future outcome, you receive gathering your tribe. Okay. So this card saying you are loved and you are lovable. You deserve love. Support in all forms is flowing to you. You can relax. There is so much love around you. Communicate from your heart. Share your truth. You are safe. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you or believe in you. So you need a spirit guide. If you're gathering your tribe card chooses you, this means that sustenance in all forms is flowing into your life. Your people are those who resonate with you. Your people can include animals, plants, minerals, and trees, as well as people. So Aquarius, be willing to ask for what you want in life. This is a time to put your needs before the needs of others. Your tribe is waiting to support you and nurture you as you nurture yourself. Sometimes your friends are more your family than blood relatives, right? So find your people and cherish them. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay. So for a clarifier for the three cards, I decided to use the Lightworker Oracle. Okay. And you received as a clarifier Initiation by Air, and that is a number 24 card. Okay. So, Aquarius, you have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart, and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind, developed with a loving spiritual practice, can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. So, how will you choose to use your mind there, Aquarius? Okay, so your mind can become more of a spacious and luminous if you practice emptying it on a regular basis. The radiant mind can be a mighty warrior against the fear and despair and encouraging you with thoughts of optimism. When not given a chance to empty, however, the mind becomes overwhelmed and with unprocessed information. Whereas much of it is fear-based programming perpetuated by mass media, which is invested in controlling others and manipulating them by fear. This initiation, which liberates and opens the mind, empowers advanced souls to free themselves from manipulation and control. The hallmark of a dysfunctional society is that the mind is expected to dominate the inclinations of the heart rather than serve it. The mind can be trained to be a greater manager, creator, and defender of what has genuine value to the heart. But the power to feel what has meaning for us, what moves us enough to rise above our fears and risk growth, comes from the heart, not the mind. When the mind is given the task to feel and the heart is told to not feel, paralysis, confusion, and discomfort are experienced. As you enter the initiation, you'll feel the need to step back from what you have been taught and learn to question what you once held to be true. As you disengage from habitual mental patterns, you will begin to observe your thoughts rather than be swept up in them. So, Aquarius, soon you will begin to experience yourself as a peaceful, steady light of love that are in your truth. Will the mind go through its motions? Yes. However, this is no need to be afraid of this. One step at a time, your spirit shall guide your mind back towards peace, and you will change the way you relate to your own mind, becoming more empowered. As you soften the strident action of the mind, you will see that you can use your mental gifts wisely rather than allowing them to cause you pain, Aquarius. Those who have strong mental energies can accomplish much in terms of communication, invention, and creativity, but they also suffer from destructive self talk and mental obsessions. They may even be addicted to thinking when you can wear them out and create cravings for sugar that can lead to depression and illness. Instead, it is much better to regularly take out time for the mind and to be in the moment, feeling energized, playful, and at peace. So your mind is a powerful creature there, Aquarius. Tame it with persistence, compassion, kindness, and strength. Give yourself rest and opportunity to switch off and empty your mind as regularly as you can. There's no need to judge or despair. This is an advanced initiation and one that is brought to you only when you are ready. So consider it a sign of your spiritual progress. The world will benefit from you as you learn to handle your mental energies more constructively. Um, the oracle is needed, an omen of great peace and happiness in your imminent future there, Aquarius. Okay, so that's the end of your reading there, Aquarius. I hope that some of it or all of it resonated with you. Like I said, what didn't, give it back to the universe. It wasn't meant for you at that moment. And thanks for coming back there, Aquarius. And please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you all again soon. Namaste.